With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and chill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure. But I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burping, leaning ban. It matters not if I fun. His trials can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending never bills when truth is dead to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact and how he felt he was attacked. He seems nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Friday, the 2nd of June 2023. Happy Friday to everyone. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed. And yeah, today is the day. Street Fighter 6 is unleashed on the world, and all the people who are into the game are massively hyped up. I know Prophet's hyped up. Prophet took the day off so he can fucking play all day long, so fucking fair play to Prophet for fucking making sure he is going to get some quality time playing this robust game. And also big shout out again to Prophet for the giveaway for the other day, as well as Lil Shadow, EX and Eileen for the giveaways too. Still waiting to hear back from the fucking winners, by the way. All 3 winners from last night, I've tried to reach out to them. I've said please get in touch with me. No heard a peep from any of them, so hopefully we'll hear back from them soon and we can get their prizes organised. But this is tonight, it's a fresh brand new day, we're playing bingo, standard bingo rules apply. We're going to try and keep things as pretty straightforward as possible. I was tempted to do a Street Fighter card, but in the end I decided just to kind of stick to normalcy. So let's spin the wheel and determine today's bingo card criteria. And there we go. Phil messing about with his ear touch. That could be him scratching his goddamn ear, he could be fucking poking a finger in there trying to find his brain. Anything, as long as Phil messes about with his ear in any capacity, that will be a tick on the card. So, I need a number guys, between 1 and 204. The very first number in chat I see, which contains a number 6, will be the card I use for today's bingo. And as soon as I ask that, Ulf the Arbalist says 86, so I've got to use that. Ulf the Arbalist won, they met the criteria, the first number in chat which contains a number 6. And we're going to go to the 86th bingo card, which has Phil messing about with his ears. So these are 1,000 generated bingo cards, and we're going to go to the 86th one, which has ear touch in it. And let's come to this one right here. So, here is today's bingo card for the big Street Fighter 6 fucking debut. Phil to take a drink, him saying by the way, him doing an ear touch, him giving a thumbs up to the camera, and him saying chill. Then you got Phil saying sound good, interactive, now, him doing a wire T-pose, and him saying there you go. The third Joe is Phil clearing his throat, him saying here's the thing, him giving a good old robust snort down the camera, him giving a good old turbo nose where he goes no, and him saying schedule. The fourth row is Phil giving a creepy whisper to the camera for no fucking reason whatsoever. Him saying Q&A, absolutely, meaningful, and him doing a leaning band to some poor bastard. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying example, people saying, him pointing at the camera, him repeating the same point constantly, and finally Phil being a racist. So, that is a card for today's bingo. So, fantastic stuff indeed. I am going to save this card right now, before I forget to save it. And there we fucking go. I'll just save this very quickly. Fantastic stuff. The card has been saved. And we're all enjoying a very robust Friday. Happy Friday, by the way, to everyone. Happy fucking Friday. Who wants to watch a very old video of Phil fucking having a big massive wall calendar trying to fucking organise a schedule? Enjoy a couple of minutes of this.
Supposedly 2 games come out. Metro 2033, but also God of War 3. And I'm definitely going to be playing God of War 3. And so, basically, I'm going to have to try to beat Final Fantasy 13 in a week. That's going to probably be a challenge from what people have been telling me. Being that that's going to be such a long game, and I'm definitely going to want to be playing God of War 3, Metro is probably going to fall by the wayside and not get played, but who knows. So then we got God of War 3, Just Cause 2. That next week we can cross out God of War 3 now. It's still rumored that Mega Man 10 is coming out on the 30th. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've also heard that around that date, either the 30th or 31st, is this game Singularity, and that's a game about time warping and time travel and manipulation of time. It's a first-person shooter, but no one seems to know when it really comes out at this point. It's funny because it's only a month off and there's still no fucking set release date for the game, so it might or might not happen, but I'm at least going to put that on there as a possibility. Alright, so moving into April, there's pretty much nothing that first week of April.
Hold on. So now we know Phil Burnell's mother's birthday, because he felt obliged to put it on his big massive wall calendar. In case you didn't know, Linda Burnell's birthday is the 14th of April, and Phil felt compelled to put it on this fucking calendar.
But what I'm thinking is, I have my list over here, on the 13th supposedly is Splinter Cell. I can't even write, Splinter Cell. That's the new Splinter Cell, and then, here's the bummer, the 27th is both Super Street Fighter 4 and Red Dead Redemption. Well, guess what? I said this last time, but there's 2 things that are going to really fuck over Red Dead Redemption. And the first is that, as you know, I am a former pro Street Fighter player. I'm going to be playing Super Street Fighter 4 Hardcore. This is going to be a launch event. These 2 days are probably going to be 2 days when I'm going to be playing the game like an amazing amount. In fact, if the game has a midnight release on the 27th, I'm going to try to get it then. And then probably following up with that, I'll probably try online play for certain days. And then the weekend, I'll probably have people over playing. So you're going to see this week, this week starting that Tuesday, you're going to see probably hundreds of Super Street Fighter 4 videos on my channel.
Of course, this is what life was like for Phil back in the fucking day. This is 2010. DSP. He's still living alone in Connecticut. He's still doing YouTube for fun. He apparently had friends. Or people that fucking didn't mind going out to his fucking place just to fucking play video games with. If not friends. So, yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is Phil from back in February 2010. Fast forward 13 fucking years. And here's the fucking sad little sack of shit we see before us. 41 years old, all alone, no friends, family on every side of the fucking country, wife that doesn't fucking love him. It's just such a sad fucking miserable existence for him.
It's going to be a launch day event where I have people over and we try out new strategies and new characters. So it's going to be pretty exciting. It'll probably be the only place on the internet you'll be able to see gameplay from people who are, like I said, they're pretty much considered pros, and people who've been playing Street Fighter for years and years will be trying to uncover the new strategies and the new things.
Whoever's asking, did I lose Jad? Oh shit, my connection may have been going weird. No, my connection's, I'm not muted. It's just the stream going a bit weird, hold on.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
I mean, I'm not sure if people can hear me. The stream went a bit funny for a second there. I do apologise for that. The connection just went a bit strange for a second there. So, yeah, in case, hopefully people can hear me now. And if you can, thank you very much to Logan K for super chat. It says, hundreds of videos in one weekend, way to spam, Phil. Pretty much, yeah. This is a fucking, as I said, this ridiculous fucking wall schedule is just insane. And also, I don't know, I want to remind this in case people fucking missed it. Phil hyping up, listen to Phil hyping up him playing Street Fighter 4. Listen to this fucking delusional take.
Yeah, I'll probably try online play for certain days, and then the weekend I'll probably have people over playing. So you're going to see this week, starting that Tuesday, you're going to see probably hundreds of Super Street Fighter 4 videos on my channel. It's going to be a launch day event where I have people over and we try out new strategies and new characters. So it's going to be pretty exciting. It'll probably be the only place on the internet you'll be able to see gameplay from people who are, like I said, they're pretty much considered pros, and people who've been playing Street Fighter for years and years. Will be trying to uncover the new strategies and the new things for the new characters, as well as some of the changes to the old characters, and we'll try to make them known to the world.
Can you fucking believe the fucking delusional take that is from fucking Phil, the only place on the entire internet where you're gonna get fucking experienced, professional fucking opinions on the fucking Street Fighter? Fuck the fuck off. Stay in your fucking lane, you fucking delusional dick. So yeah, that was a little blast in the fucking past with that fucking crap. But these days, Phil's obviously playing Street Fighter 6, and he's not playing it first. And he's not the first before. No, nobody's going to go to DSP Gaming to get Phil's professional style takes on the game, on how the fucking fighters all fight and all that shit. No, God no. People are only going to fucking go to DSP Gaming just to fucking see him fucking struggle and flail and fucking just not be able to fucking get a handle on the new Street Fighter 6 game at all. How long will it take Phil to fucking, take shots at the fucking game? He'll struggle. I think the visuals of the game are going to fucking annoy Phil more than anything else. It looks beautiful, but I think it's going to fucking distract him too much. Oh, so things are too fucking colourful, things are too fucking flashy and all that shit. He is going to struggle. Especially with his fucking slow ass reflexes these fucking days. He is going to absolutely have a terrible fucking time online. But yeah, I mean, apparently today is going to focus on some online play and do the fucking single player shit tomorrow. Who fucking knows? But anyway, the bingo card, you can now see it on the screen before you. I'm going to go through a couple of, the regular kind of bingo terms and stipulations and all that. First of all, if Phil snorts 25 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that is a free space. If Phil burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too will be a free space. If Phil gets 100 likes and he blows bubbles for his dumbass audience before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that will be a free space for the card. And if we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream right here, that too is a free space. But not only that, it will also mean I'll play the bubbles animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us all to enjoy. And anything else? Am I forgetting anything else? Of course, if we get 25 out of 25, one of you guys can potentially win a prize. $25 prize for a random viewer. How can you be eligible to win this prize? In the link of this live stream, there is a community post I have. A link to a community post. You leave your fucking... Just leave a comment on there. You can say anything. But as long as you comment on that community post, your name will be included in a potential prize. To win, if we get a full house, your name will be included as long as you comment on that community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. So yeah, and of course, if we do get a full house, I will check the post and add new names beforehand. But although obviously that's like the last second. I'm not as soon as I'm done setting up whatever, and then that's it. So if you miss out, you miss out. So I've tried my best to fucking get people to fucking get their names on there and get all signed up and all that jazz. So yeah, aside from all that, we get 25 out of 25, we can win a full house, and hopefully we can get a full house. We weren't too far away yesterday. But yeah, let's unmute Phil's stream. No, okay. For some reason, I thought something was happening in Phil's stream there, but I think it's just his chat being random. But yeah, aside from all that, we're kind of ready to go. Phil had a good day yesterday, but in case you're curious about Phil's performance yesterday, Phil, thanks to Jinx coming by and giving them like over $115 or something, so most of this money was Jinx, essentially. And Phil got to wear a fucking vest today for that. The night stream, Phil earned 71 buckaroos playing Final Fantasy, which is actually a bit better than usual for him. He's usually fucking struggling to hit the fucking glasses goal for Final Fantasy. So he was a pretty happy chappy. Phil actually got some decent support for tips, so he has no reasons to fucking complain. But also today is a big massive day though, the big test. Phil Burnell will be hoping that fucking Street Fighter 6, the brand new Street Fighter game, will bring out all the old faces, the familiar fucking whales from times gone by. People like Jax Raxar, who has fucking notoriously tipped Phil thousands of dollars before. So who knows if all these fucking old familiar faces will turn up and support little Piggy as he fucking plays a brand new fucking Street Fighter game. But yeah, well, I'm going to find out, I guess. And Phil's chat is freaking out. Trolls, get out, for fuck's sake. We actually might, if we see somebody at lean tier, if we see a leaning ban happening here, we might be able to tick that off straight away. I might go full screen for this. Keep an eye in the chat here. If we see somebody's name vanish out of the blue, we might be able to tick off leaning ban straight away. Who knows?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for a super chat. It says, I only slept 3 hours last night. Time for human melatonin and a siesta. You use my bingo streams to fucking sleep. Am I that much of a boring bastard? Well, I mean, enjoy your nap, Black Mage. I hope it's a fucking good nap, you know. Get your well-earned rest, pal. I'll try not to be too fucking loud for you, how's that? I'll try and keep it all down and all that shit. I'll keep it to a fucking reasonable tone just for you so you can sleep peacefully. Yeah, but enjoy your rest, Black Mage. And, Ever's asking, the next time suggestion for next time, swap out the racism card option with bigotry in general. I mean, we could do that. We could do that, yeah. It's a possibility. Oh, Phil's almost ready. He just needs another minute, and then he's going to start. He's just fishing up. He's fishing up month start stuff. Wasn't that interesting? Phil is fishing up some stuff. So who's on Phil's fucking stream right now? Let's see if there's any potential whales. Any sign of any whales in Phil's strat? No sign of hypnotic jinx yet. There is no moderators. Apart from Nightbot, of course. So Phil will probably have to fucking do a lot of moderating by himself. So, yeah, Michael is there, because they're fucking prominent. Well, Michael doesn't actually fucking contribute a huge amount, do they? Like, Phil fucking loves mentioning Michael. But why? I mean, I don't think Michael fucking gives a huge amount, but for some reason, he's always on Phil's radar. Fuck knows, I don't know. They've probably given Phil some money in the past, but no, I don't think this, to me, have they stood out as a whale? Or are they just a fucking dent, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, we're just waiting for Phil to actually properly start the show and then fucking just crack on with things. This person in Phil's chat, co-host Krog Live. I'm out here, what a dumpster fire. See, that's the person that people are fucking letting to get banned and leaned and all that shit, but it looks like they're not even going to get leaned. It looks like they're just going to get to leave their own fucking volition because nobody fucking cares. Phil doesn't care about a random troll just starting and shut up in his precious chat. Christ, man. Anyway, I do hope everyone's enjoyed our Friday, as I said. I had a great fucking... I mean, the Friday was alright. I work. You know, needs must, you know, still to fucking work today, but finished work. No more work till Monday. Got a whole weekend to fucking look forward to. It's a beautiful fucking day, beautiful fucking night, and it's meant to be a fucking nice weekend as well. So I've already got a nice fucking day planned for tomorrow, my Saturday. Gonna go out, a nice wee lunch date with my good lady. You know, going to enjoy my Saturday, you know, gonna go out and about, enjoy the sunshine, get to go out, you know, have a nice wee meal, have a few drinks, you know, and just, we're gonna have a good wee Saturday, just there we go. And I'll probably be back later on in the evening and catch up on some detractor content for Phil's antics in some capacity. But yes, I've got a good weekend planned ahead, and I do hope you guys have a good weekend planned as well. But also, in between now and the start of the weekend is enduring Phil's nonsense for fucking bingo. Oh, goodness me. I was definitely considering doing a Street Fighter card, but it's like, we don't know what Phil's going to be like today. We don't know what he's got planned. People are thinking that is Phil going to dress up for Street Fighter? Is he going to actually fucking put on a costume immediately for Street Fighter? Because it's a big fucking game, and I guess we're about to fucking find out. Because Phil's stream is about to go live any fucking second now. Remember guys, tag me in the chat in case I miss anything in the card. I don't try and miss things in the card, I just do sometimes because I am a stupid bastard. Nothing I can do, bugged bingo mechanics and all that jazz. So remember guys, 25 out of 25 in the card means one of you guys can potentially win a prize, but as long as your name's down on that list on that committee post, it's just in the description. So, fingers crossed we can get a full house. Here we fucking go.
It's finally here, everyone. Today is the release day of Street Fighter 6. I am absolutely pumped to be sharing this experience with
Hold on. We have one already. Absolutely. There we fucking go. Oh, that's a nice easy fucking start.
is the release day of Street Fighter 6. I am absolutely pumped to be sharing this experience with all of you, but let's get a little bit hyped for it on today's podcast in just a sec.
That was a shitey fucking intro, even by your standards, Phil. You had absolutely nothing of fucking value or substance whatsoever. I mean, just play the fucking long intro then. You have nothing to fucking say. Just play the long fucking intro. Holy fucking shit. I guess we can just fast forward to Phil fucking starting the goddamn show. Okay then.
Alright, welcome to the Level 1 Podcast, everyone. I'm Darkside Phil, and today is a very special day. Today is the official release day of Street Fighter 6. After pretty much a year of anticipation, after multiple betas, all the hype leading up to this, today I finally get to dive into the game live with all of you here on DSP Gaming. I am very excited for this, obviously. Holy crap, as I'm sitting here, achievement notifications, you know how on Xbox, when you sit on your menu, they pop up? They're popping up and there's all this art. There's a big picture of Blanca. It says, ooh, whoa, my dreams to get famous. I bet if I gather 200 nice fams, mama will be proud. You try too. Rare achievement. The hell does that even mean? I don't know. 40 gamer points. Alright, guys, welcome. How are you all doing today? Today is indeed Friday, the 2nd of June, 2023. After many, many, many months of waiting and anticipation, today we finally jump into the latest iteration of Street Fighter. I am super excited for this, and as you know, I cleared my schedule for this weekend to play Street Fighter 6 all weekend long, with the exception being that we will do DSP versus the Internet, my weekly React show on Sunday. But for the most part, it is a Street Fighter Fest marathon here on DSP Gaming starting today. I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. I am down for this. The thing is, can we be honest here? It's been a very long time since I really sat down and hyper-focused on a fighting game. First of all, what was the last one? Maybe Mortal Kombat? Right? I'm trying to remember exactly when was the next big the last big high-profile fighting game that we sat down and covered as a new release. It was years ago. And even then, typically if a game is not a Street Fighter game, I don't really dive too deep into it. You know, I'll play through the story mode, I'll check out various characters, I'll see what optional modes are available, and I'll play online a little bit. And then usually I kind of get bored or burn out and I stop playing.
No. You don't get to just pretend you just get fed up with a fucking game and walk away. No. Usually what fucking happens is that you fucking get your arse handed to you by other fucking players of the fucking game. More passionate fucking players, more experienced fucking players, just better players in general. They fucking hand your arse on a fucking platter time after time after time again in this fucking game. You get fed up with getting your arse getting beat like a fucking government mule time and time and time again. Fucking getting battered left and right like some sort of fucking drum. So you fucking rage quit the fucking game thinking, I'm bored of this game, the audience is bored of this game, everyone's bored of this fucking game, when in reality is that you're just fucking fed up being fucking shite at the fucking game because you're not as good as you fucking thought you were at these fucking games anymore.
I even remember Tekken 7 when it came out. A lot of people wanted me to give it a shot instead of Street Fighter, and I did, and I played it for 3 weeks, and I just got tired of it. I was like, you get to the point where you have to make this determining factor, where you continue to invest time and effort in and make a long-term commitment, because you're going to hit the wall at some point where basic understanding of the game is not going to work anymore in a competitive nature, right? It's exactly what happened with me when I played Tekken 7. I remember I was using Lily and a couple other characters, and I was trying to learn the game, and I got to the point where it was well, unless I'm going to be playing this multiple times a week and really investing way more time than I normally would play any game in my rotation as a variety streamer, there's no way I'm going to get any better. And so I dropped it. And usually that's what happens.
There's a fucking crux of fucking there. I'm not going to get any better. Never mind playing the game for fucking fun. Never mind enjoying playing the fucking game regardless of how good you are at the fucking game. No, for Phil it's about, I'm not going to be fucking good at this game, so why am I fucking playing the game? So much for fucking playing games are fucking fun, eh Phil?
Happens, but with Street Fighter, case in point, the last time I tried to majorly cover Street Fighter was Street Fighter 4. I played the living crap out of it, okay? Even though I wasn't in love with Street Fighter 4, I thought it was good, but I certainly didn't think it was as good as some previous iterations. But hey, it was the modernization of the franchise, and I dived in. And I played that one for so long. The entire first year, vanilla Street Fighter 4. countless sessions, countless sets, madness series, tutorials in the lab, running through arcade mode with each character, right? All of that stuff. And the online
So apparently my stream was a bit funny there again. I don't know why. I don't know if I dropped frames, but I think it might just be YouTube being YouTube. So I mean, I can only suggest people refresh. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong. I'm sorry for randomly. I mean, I've had no internet problems all day today. You know, I've been using the internet all day for my fucking work, and it's been perfectly fucking fine. And the internet in general is good for me. You know, it works alright. Like still, I don't know. I got no idea what's going on. It's just, I think it's just YouTube being a bit funny right now. Yeah, the PC's fine. I don't need a fucking new fucking PC fundraiser for fuck's sake. So yeah, I've rewound the stream a little bit. I'm sorry for that fucking happening. I don't know why it happened. I don't have any dropped frames, but I did see the fucking me OBS, you know, the wee fucking status symbol, you know, over there. It went from like green to yellow to red. So I don't know what's going on. But hopefully it won't happen too much more. If it does, I'll try my best to fucking catch it and try and pause it so people don't miss too much.
all of that stuff. And I'm excited to tackle Street Fighter 6 in a similar way. You might say, well, what happened to Street Fighter 5? Well, exactly. What happened with Street Fighter 5? Street Fighter 5 released in 2017, I want to say, as a complete bare bones game. It literally did not have any of the features of a real fighting game. No arcade mode, no offline gameplay to speak of. The online play was wonky and laggy. It was a mess. And it took months and months for it to even be a full-fledged game. So it was hard to even cover it in any kind of a full capacity. And then even after playing it for like a month, I didn't like it, right? So the difference here is they have revamped the entire game from the ground up. Robust. Yes, this is a game where the word robust definitely describes it and fits it. A ton of content, right? You've got a single-player World Tour mode where you create your own character. You go through the world fighting people on the streets, fighting, you know, your 18 trainers, leveling up, and learning all their special moves and abilities to create your own custom character. You've got, you know, other various things in the battle hub to do. You've got another mode where you could do kind of team battles and challenges. And then, of course, you got your standard arcade mode and, of course, the online modes. 18 characters is a great starter cast for a fighting game like this, especially with the mix. You got some returning characters, you've got some brand new characters, you got some characters that haven't been around for a while that are returning and are going to play differently. It's great. I'm very much looking forward to it. But just to preface all of my coverage of Street Fighter 6 this weekend and in the next few weeks and month, okay, I am not in any capacity attempting to be a competitive Street Fighter player, okay? Excuse me. I am not trying to get to a high level where I'm going to be traveling to tournaments or playing in online competitions. This is not my intention. My intention is to cover Street Fighter as a lifelong fan of the franchise, as someone who grew up in arcades in the 1990s playing this game and then eventually became a competitive player. But essentially, I enjoy the games, but I have no delusions of grandeur that I'm going to explode onto the Street Fighter scene after being away from the competitive scene for over a decade and somehow be something, you know, popular or winning matches. I don't think so, okay? If anything, what I am going to attempt to do is learn the game in some capacity to know what I'm doing, to understand the mechanics, to try to do at least half-decent gameplay for you, and to entertain you in any way. And whether that means that I actually do try to learn one or two characters and get good with them and play sets all the time, maybe once a week, or whether that means I just do silly madness sets like I used to in Street Fighter 4. Remember, I do Dan Madness and, you know, Zangief Madness, and that really was all about just fun. It wasn't about, oh, Phil's trying to seriously, you know, destroy the internet. You know, he's just trying to have a good time and mess around. With Dan, I trolled everybody, remember?
I think it's fucking quite funny. We literally just fucking saw a video, like, you know, before the fucking bingo started, probably by Phil going live. We saw a video of Phil hyping up Street Fighter 4 and trying to fucking promote Street Fighter 4 as some big amazing fucking thing where he's going to fucking offer, like, professional insight, not just from him, but other fucking people as well playing the game with him at a fucking time, you know. He was really hyping up not only the game, but his input and former experience in the fucking game. Fast forward to this fucking Street Fighter 6, and he has gone the complete opposite fucking direction. The complete polar opposite is that I'm not going to be that fucking good. I have no delusions of grandeur and all that shit. You know, he is really fucking going the complete opposite fucking direction and trying to hype up this fucking game. I mean, he is somebody who used to fucking play competitive street fighting fucking games. So you'd think he would be able to fucking offer some sort of insight. But no, he's fucking just really fucking giving people reasons not to fucking bother to watch his shitey content. He really is not fucking selling this right now to an audience. It's bizarre.
Jumping around taunting and doing shit the whole time, and then every once in a while I would win a match and laugh my ass off because he was such a bad character. So essentially that's what I'm going for. And I hope you're down for that. If you're here looking for high-level competitive play, you're in the wrong place. If you're looking to see Darkside Phil become a top-level player and take on all the greats online, it's not going to happen. I guarantee you, 10 times out of 10, if I play a notable player in this game, they're going to beat me. Because these guys are playing hardcore, they're trying to get competitive, they're going to go to tournaments. I don't care about that anymore. But I'm into the game from a perspective of, I love Street Fighter. I want to be a part of this new one because I've been out of the Street Fighter scene for how many years? 7, 8 years? Why? Because Street Fighter 6 sucked. Excuse me, Street Fighter 5 sucked. I hate it.
Oh, there's a great fucking sound bite right there. Let's hear it one more time.
Because Street Fighter 6 sucked.
Can't believe he's shitting on the brand new game already. Can you believe it? Toxicity of Darkside Phil. Somebody clip that and put it on Twitter so it can go fucking viral. Phil already fucking hates Street Fighter 6 and he's not even fucking bit of the goddamn game up yet.
Excuse me, Street Fighter 5 sucked. I hated Street Fighter 5. Since the moment the beta was released, the game was not good, okay? And it's a shame, because how many more people like me are there that stayed away from Street Fighter for a good 6 to 7 year span because that game was stinky. It was bad. It was...
What do you mean you fucking stayed away from Street Fighter? You fucking went every single fucking Friday night for several fucking years, right back to fucking Super Turbo 2. Fucking, you know, reliving your fucking previous fucking glory days of fucking being decent at a fucking video game. Never mind fucking staying... You never stayed away from fucking shit, Phil.
It's not designed to be a well-competitive game. It took them so many updates and iterations. From what I'm to understand, it took them 4 years to get it right and finally get it to like a competitive level. And it's hilarious because people in the Street Fighter community who, you know, never left, like, oh, you know, by the end, Street Fighter 5 was one of my favorite games. Like, by the end? That's like saying, you know, Street Fighter 2 came out and you hated it. So then you didn't play the next 5 iterations, right? Oh, no, I just kept playing it because I hated it. Like, what? That's what they've done. They became this community that, like, they basically couldn't not play the game. Because if they didn't play the game, they felt their entire community would die, even though everyone admits Street Fighter 5 was not a good game now. Like, ask the greats. They're all saying the same thing. It wasn't good. We just toughed through it. Well, we finally come to the light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully, all right? So let's see how it goes. I'm hopeful that it's going to play well. I don't know. I mean, this is launch day, and from all reports, the game is definitely being slammed. Like, on PC, 65,000 plus concurrent players, the most for any fighting game ever on PC. People are having issues. They can't play custom matches. They're trying to make custom lobbies for their friends and other people. It doesn't work. Every time you try to do a custom match, you get an error or it crashes. So obviously that's not good. That's launch day stuff, right? Launch day woes. You gotta hope that we're gonna get good connections. Here's one of the things I'm excited for, okay? Here's what I'm very excited for. Each character in the game gets its own ranking. So what does that mean? Let's say today I decide to start playing with a particular character. I'm just gonna say Ryu, even though I'm not saying I'm gonna start with Ryu. Let's say I start with Ryu today. Well, I start at 0 rank. And so I'm going to play people at 0 rank who haven't played the game yet. And then after, let's say, playing with them for an hour, all of a sudden I'm ranking up. I'm starting to play better players. Okay, great. But now I've decided I want to change characters. I want to start playing with Dalsim. Well, guess what? In previous Street Fighter games, you would stay at the rank you were just at. So when you go to play again, now you're playing higher level people, even though you're trying a new character and you don't know what you're doing. Well, in this game, every character has their own individual ranking. So if you go play with Dalsim, he starts at 0. So you get to start from the bottom and learn the character. Instead of just getting slapped and spanked by people who are playing with their character and know what they're doing, you actually get to practice and try to learn, which is a great thing. I really didn't like that in previous Street Fighter games. Someone says there's placement matches. Yes, they had that in the beta as well. If you remember, you'll play a series of placement matches with each character. So if you don't know what you're doing and you lose a bunch, no big deal. Now you get to play against lower level people. But maybe you do know what you're doing. Maybe you've actually practiced the game, or maybe you have enough prerequisite knowledge of the game that you can actually get more wins. Then you'll start around mid tier, right? This is good. I like what they've done with this game. That's a great idea, having the separate rankings for each character, having placement matches. It's exactly what needed to happen in a game like this. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. I bought the Ultimate Edition of the game. The Ultimate Edition, which is the most expensive version. Okay, what did it come with? Well, it came with some pre-order colors, like a few, not many. It came with all 4 expansion characters that'll be coming out later this year and into next year. And all of their outfits are going to be unlocked by default. But the most important part is that it came with the credits, okay? The credits essentially allow you to buy whatever you want in the game. So right from the get-go, if I'm going to pick a character, I'm like, man, I want to see what their alternate outfit is, I could buy it. Man, I want to unlock all their color palettes, I could buy it right away. I have all these credits in the game, the currency. So that's good. It's going to give us flexibility to get things for the characters I'm playing with and see what the other things are, maybe have some variability. I would really like that. I would like to have different colors and everything unlocked at the beginning as I play. Here's the thing. Much like previous Street Fighter games, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, can you unlock everything for free? Yes. But it takes a ton of time. For example, to unlock Outfit 2 for any character, you have to play through the single player... Let's try that again. You have to play through the single player World Tour mode. You have to get to the trainer of the character you want. So let's say you want E Honda's alternate outfit. You have to find E Honda in World Tour, and you have to master that fighter. Meaning you have to do tons of missions for them. You have to gift them items in the game to raise your affinity with them. And I've been reading reviews, and most reviews are saying the story mode takes about roughly 15 to 20 hours to get through. And if you want to max out a character, it takes a lot of work. Some people said they pretty much max maybe 1 to 2 characters, if that, during story mode. So now imagine you want all the tier 2 outfits. How much time and effort is that going to take? So can you technically do it for free? Yes. Do you have 50 hours to waste? I know I don't. So that's why kind of having these, credits is very important at the launch of the game here. So I got the ultimate mode. It's kind of a commitment. It means that not only am I going to play the game here at launch, but later in the year when the new characters come out, I'm going to try those out too. And so I've done that. All right, I've invested. And I hope...
Here we go. Here we fucking go. Go on, Phil. Go on, you know you fucking want to. Segue into a begment. Come on. Don't let us down now.
That the investment pays off. I really do. Here's the thing. Many of you have been away. I know this. Many of you have been away from this channel for many, many years, perhaps. I actually got an email from someone the other night, and they were like, just so you know, I'm someone who's followed you from the beginning. Every once in a while I pop in. I'm coming back for Street Fighter 6 because this is what I used to love to watch you play fighting games.
Oh, that's funny. I got a fucking email as well from somebody. I got an email there fucking other night from some random fucking person. And it said, by the way, dear King Jad, I've been watching Bingo for like fucking 10 years now, even though you've only been doing it for about a year. I fucking love the boss Bingo content. It really makes Phil, so, and in PS, you're the most amazing Bingo ever. I can make up fucking fake emails too, Phil, It's not just you that can make up random fake bullshit emails. I can also make up random fake bullshit emails.
You haven't done one in a while, and now this is exciting. I'm coming back, to check it out. It's cool. It's cool to know that I'm going to have an audience coming back to check out my content. But if you're someone who's been around recently, okay, anyway, if you've been around recently, all right, and you basically...
Was that a leaning ban? Phil's fucking paying close attention there to the fucking chat. Did he lean the motherfucker right there?
Anyway, if you've been around recently, all right, and you basically are someone who likes the variety, okay, welcome to something a little different. Yes, I'm playing the heck out of Street Fighter 6 this weekend. However, I absolutely positively will be doing variety coming up. It's just that for the next few days, we're going to be heavily invested in Street Fighter, okay? But on Monday, I am starting Diablo 4. yes, I'm continuing with Zelda this coming week. And so there'll be a balance between Diablo, Zelda, and Street Fighter 6 after these first few days of tons and tons of Street Fighter content, okay? What kind of content am I going to be doing? Well, today is launch day, all right? Today, I'm fully intending to just play with a handful of characters, maybe 3 or 4, all right? Testing them out in training mode.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Anders Pack for a super chat. It says, for some form of deep fried pig meat. Thank you very much, Anders Pack, for that. I do appreciate the contribution to me stuffing my face full of fucking food. I do appreciate that, thank you. But I am convinced that Phil is dropping Zelda not because he's got any fucking issues with the fucking game in general compared to fucking Diablo or whatever, but he has all these reservations about playing Diablo. He's got reservations about how fucking successful it might be in his fucking channel. But the fact of the matter is, the fucking internet has been roasting Phil because of Zelda, because of that fucking viral clip. And did you guys know that Phil actually addressed it? Phil actually addressed the viral fucking clip in his daily crap. So we'll see if we can fucking find it here. Hold on. Let me see if we can fucking find it. But give me a second here. Let's go to the transcript here. Let's see. Let's hold on 2 seconds. I'll just see if I can find this sort of daily crap. Zelda. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think I found it here. Where does it start? I found the rant, but I'm trying to think where it fucking starts, essentially. Okay, I think I found it here. Here we go, found it.
Of course, people were expecting that somehow I was going to bother addressing the negative, toxic shit thrown on the internet against me in the last couple of days. I don't care. Guys, I'm just going to say this about it because I literally said nothing about it on my streams today. Here's my one take on it. I've been around for 15 years, okay? I've been making content for YouTube longer than most people, all right? Continuous gameplay throughs. I'm not the best gamer on the planet, nor do I ever profess to be. If I have a complaint or a criticism of a game, I have every right to express it. Whether or not you feel it's a valid opinion or not, that's your prerogative, all right? But I've been around for a long time. And if every single time a person was going to take a moment of a playthrough, take it out of context of the entire playthrough, make it like it's representative of everything I'm doing in the game, which it's not, and basically make fun of me, if I was just going to like get offended by that, be upset by that, you know, I would have quit a long time ago. I would have quit back when This Is How You Don't Play started in 2011. That was 12 years ago, guys.
You literally fucking used This Is How You Don't Play as a sole arbitrary reason for your entire fucking downfall from prominence on YouTube.
And I've still been making content for 12 years. So I'm pretty sure I don't give a shit, right? I don't. It's funny because idiots are saying, oh, did you see this? Did you see that? No, I didn't see it because I don't follow those circles of idiots. I don't follow drama on the internet. I don't see any of the shit that you're talking about, and I don't care. I don't care what morons are saying on fucking social media because they're morons. I have the right to play a game however I want, say whatever I want, and they can kiss my ass. It's that simple. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not changing my attitudes. I'm not going to, oh, kiss the game's butt now because it's Zelda and there's a rabid fan base of idiots out there who think that you can't criticize Zelda. Yes, you can. And I will continue to do so, and I'll continue to be who I am as a content creator for as long as I so choose. I don't care who makes fun of me. I'll still keep doing it, having fun, putting out quality content for my audience, and being successful at it, period.
Having fun? You could have fucking fooled me. You're actually fucking dropping Zelda altogether because fucking people on the internet were fucking laughing at you. A whole brand new fucking list of people fucking discovered who Darkside Phil was because of a 30 second Zelda clip. And you're fucking crying, bitching, and moaning bit out of context. 30 seconds of you fucking playing a game badly, and then bitching and whining about you fucking playing poor in the game, blaming the game for your own fucking poor decisions in that fucking game. There's a brand new fucking audience that's fucking, been revealed. You've been revealed to them. You've been fucking exposed to this fucking brand new audience of what you're fucking like as a fucking gamer. Those 30 seconds were all they fucking needed to fucking understand how much of a fucking out of touch fucking piece of shit zoomer you are.
I don't care about this bullshit. So don't even bother me with it. That's why I didn't talk about it today, and that's all I have to say about it. I don't want to hear about it ever again either, because I don't give two shits about these idiots, okay?
He really doesn't mind. He really is fucking demonstrating clearly he doesn't care. By fucking addressing it in this fucking daily crap and fucking calling them all idiots and morons and all that shit and fucking having a go at them and saying they're all fucking dumb. You know, he really clearly is demonstrating how much he fucking doesn't care about what they got to fucking say about him. So yeah, he clearly does fucking care. He cares so fucking much. He's dropping Zelda all together for fucking Diablo. He has basically fucking ran away from Zelda because the internet fucking laughed at him on Twitter.
With a handful of characters, maybe 3 or 4, alright? Testing them out in training mode / trials. We have to find where that is, because I don't even know where it is, because that wasn't in the demos that I had. We have to find where that content is in the game, because I definitely want to go to training mode, test a couple combos with the trials and stuff, and then go online, alright? Does that mean we're doing arcade mode today? No, we're actually not going to do arcade mode today. Does that mean we're doing the World Tour mode today? No, we're not doing World Tour mode today either. Today is all about immersing ourselves into the game, learning some basics with characters, and trying to play with them online, period. That's the meat of what a competitive fighting game is, and that's what I'm doing today, okay? So if you're expecting other kinds of content, it's coming. In fact, I can tell you tomorrow I'm going to try World Tour mode. I don't know which stream yet, but I absolutely want to try it tomorrow. But that's all we're doing today, is we're jumping feet first, head first, waist first, all right, that's a lot of firsts, into the game to try to immerse ourselves in the gameplay, all right? So hopefully it's good. Hopefully the online play holds up. You know what I mean? I guess we'll see. We'll have to find out. So, let's get to the schedule. Street Fighter 6 on this first stream. Street Fighter 6 later tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Street Fighter 6 tomorrow on the first stream. Street Fighter 6 tomorrow on the late stream. But one of those streams will be World Tour. I haven't determined if it'll be the first or second stream. Maybe tomorrow night's late stream we'll try the World Tour mode. Sunday, the daytime stream will not be Street Fighter. It'll be DSP versus the Internet. That's my weekly React content. And that'll be over on my YouTube channel, DSP Reacts, the sister channel to this one. That's the usual stuff, only it's one day later than usual. I usually do it on a Saturday, but we're doing it Sunday this week because of Street Fighter. And then Sunday night, more Street Fighter 6 here on the late stream on DSP Gaming. Monday, more Street Fighter 6 on the daytime stream here. But then Monday night, it is the premiere of Diablo 4. Now you might say, well, wait a minute. Diablo 4 is out already. Well, no, it really isn't. It's only out if you pay $20+ extra to buy the deluxe or ultra edition. Then you get a few days early access. In fact, I looked into it. It's pretty much all you get. Like, no exaggeration. That's pretty much all you get. It really doesn't give you much else in that regard. Just a few cosmetics. So I was like, why on earth would I do that when I know I want to play Street Fighter 6 all weekend? Why would I be paying extra money to have the access for Diablo that I'm not going to play now, right? So I'm playing it when it releases for people who don't go crazy with the money, and that's Monday night, all right? And then probably what we'll do this week is balance Street Fighter.
I'm sorry, but this is the same person that fucking bragged about buying the fucking Ultimate Edition of Street Fighter. And then he's fucking saying, I'm buying this, I'm playing this for people that don't go crazy with their fucking money. Aye, because you fucking just spent $100 fucking in Street Fighter 6 so you can get some extra fucking cosmetics, you fucking nerd.
With Diablo, and then later on this week, probably after my break, we'll get Zelda back into the mix, and then we'll have variety. Rather than it just be Street Fighter every day, all day, we'll have a mix between Diablo, Street Fighter, and Zelda moving forward for the next couple of weeks. The next major release of June is Final Fantasy 16, and that comes out around the 3rd week, so we're going to have 3 weeks to focus on these games, which is excellent. I have an update, actually, in regards to my schedule. Last night, we completed the playthrough of Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, okay? That was great. It was great to get it done, because now it's not a lingering playthrough or anything like that, and it allows us to now focus fully on these new games moving forward. I actually, in the last week, was very busy. I finished Oblivion, I finished Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and I finished Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster, all with perfect timing for Street Fighter 6. So, very pleased that this happened. You can check out the conclusion of that here on the channel if you missed it. It was very fun and actually very challenging. Very, very challenging. So, good ending. I hope you'll check it out. Had a lot to say about the Final Fantasy franchise and that game in particular in the credits. So, good stuff. That was a great playthrough. And for those wondering, gee, will I play more you know, classic Final Fantasies from that collection, the Pixel Remaster collection? The answer is yes, but not anytime soon. We just played through a whole one. It was 30 hours long. It's time to move on to new releases, and maybe over the summer until later this year when things calm down, maybe we'll jump into another one, okay? All right, so with that done, that means now we can focus all on these games this month, with Final Fantasy 16 coming later this month, and that's the next major one. Now, of course, there's going to be other releases. For example, Amnesia the Bunker comes out, and it's a Game Pass game, but with all these games I'm juggling, when am I supposed to have time for a horror game like that? Like I said last month, I really feel like the delay of Amnesia, because it was supposed to come out in late May, that was the kiss of death. That game's going to come out among so many other games that are more hype and popular. You're not going to see many people talking about it. I really do feel like it's going to be one that gets swept under the rug, which is sad because the Amnesia series is a good series, but I just don't see it getting much prominence when all these other insanely high-profile AAA releases are out right now, you see? I guess we'll see what happens, but would I like to play the new Amnesia? Yes. Am I playing it when it comes out? Very unlikely. Likely it's going to wait, and maybe we can play it later this year because it's a Game Pass game. Okay? Okay. So that's the rough schedule. A few other things. Starting this week, I'm going to start releasing retro reviews on DSP Reacts. What that means is that once a week, I'm planning on watching an old movie from when I was younger, and it's some of my favorite movies of all time, and reviewing them for you on the channel. Tonight, I'll be recording and releasing my first one, and guess what it's going to be? The Street Fighter II animated movie from the 1990s. This is a movie that came out at the peak of the popularity.
I'm gonna fucking call it right now. Nobody's gonna fucking watch that shit. Not one fucking... It's not gonna fucking generate much interest. It'll fucking flop. Because nobody's gonna fucking care, Phil.
Of the Street Fighter II franchise. It's a really good movie. It's animated very, very well. It's leaps and bounds better than the live-action Street Fighter movie that came out. And it's a really good one you can watch on demand right now. On, I believe it was HBO Max, or was it Amazon? Actually, I think it might have been Amazon Video. Prime Video, yeah. So, I watched it. I was shocked at how good it is. 30 years later, I was like, oh my god, this movie's really good 30 years later. And I'd like to review that. So that's going to be coming out probably tonight on DSP Reacts. And then moving forward, as I have time to watch more retro movies from my youth, I'll be reviewing those. So here's an idea for some of the movies. The Goonies. Predator.
Is he like gonna just fucking pretend he's like fucking 12 years old or something? He's gonna fucking just focus on all the... He's gonna focus on the old Street Fighter Super Turbo game. He's gonna focus on all the old fucking classic movies from his fucking childhood. He's gonna fucking focus on like, oh, make sure I fucking get a Wolverine doll for my fucking mummy and daddy for fucking my birthday. Fuck off. Just grow the fuck up, Phil. He is absolutely fucking desperate to fucking regress back to his fucking childhood. Back when he got fucking the attention he fucking craved.
Rocky, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2, among others. There's a lot of movies that I found on demand. I was like, dude, these are all classics that I would absolutely love to review for you guys. So that will be some added content for DSP React.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for being someone for Super Chat. It says Goonies and Predator, aka his fans. Jesus, that's a deep cut. That's a fucking deep cut right there, be awesome one. But yeah, yeah, pretty spot on, especially with fucking Predator, aka fucking that creepy little bastard Derek. Keep him the fuck away from everyone.
Reacts this month. In addition, there are big...
Oh, need to rewind. I'm gonna need to rewind, sorry. I'm gonna skip past a wee bit.
Among others. There's a lot of movies that I found on demand. I was like, dude, these are all classics that I would absolutely love to review for you guys. So that will be some added content for DSP Reacts this month. In addition, there are big digital events happening this month. In 6 days, we've got Summer Games Fest. In 9 days, we've got the Xbox Showcase as well as the Starfield digital event. I will be covering those events live. As they happen, I'll be restreaming them and doing React content to them on DSP Reacts. So if you'd like to see me do live reacting to those, that's coming up, and that'll be some good added content for that channel as well over the course of this month. So this one's going to be a good one, all right? Now, out of all of that, what's the next big event coming up? Well, the next big event I'm doing is going to be the first weekend of July, and it's going to be some kind of a summer bash. I'm not sure what we're going to call it yet. Phil's Summer Fun? I don't know. We got to think of a good name. Can anyone think of a good summertime name?
That's your fucking job, you fucking dork.
It's the beginning of the summer. Well, it will be the beginning of the summer by then. And it's going to be a special event featuring gameplay, some React-style content, possibly tier makers, food, and more. Probably booze. okay? Just similar to the Fight and Feast, you guys liked it so much, I'd love to do another event like that. So that's going to be that first weekend of July, right before the Independence Day holiday, which is a great thing because I don't want to do it on the holiday because then people would be busy with the holiday. So it'll be a fun time, and we'll have more on that over the course of the month. We'll start planning that out, but I'd love to hear your opinions on this so that
I just fucking realised I've been on normal speed the whole time. Let's get this fucking shit up to 1.25 speed and fucking blitz through this crap.
we can, you know, plan more fully towards it. What exactly would you like to see during that event? Okay, the Summer of Love, that's what I should call it. Phil Dependence Day, says Swaggins. Call it Phil Dependence Day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Barrymore Rice for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated.
That's what I should call it. Phil Dependence Day, says Swaggins. Call it Phil Dependence Day. Hardcore summer bash, hardcore summer gaming season. Summer with bubbles. Bubble summers. Summer bubble bash. The summer bubble bash. Oh my god. We'll figure this out over the course of the month. Let's keep talking about it. Let's not commit to anything this morning with those kind of suggestions. I'm sure we can think of something. Okay? Anyway, so obviously, we've got a lot of exciting things going on here on DSP Gaming this month. I'm very excited, and there'll be good content on DSP Reacts this month as well, which is good for variety. I was a little nervous, because now it's been 2 months we're not doing a long-form React event over there. Like, man, the content's starting to get a little skimpy, but now it won't. Now we're actually going to have some meaty stuff happening. One other thing I might actually do as a one-off later this month, I might actually do a random tier maker stream around mid to late June, and it's going to be Street Fighter characters. Now, here's the cool thing. We're going to be ranking the characters not only in Classic Street Fighter, but by then I'll have played with the new characters in Street Fighter 6, and I'll be able to rank those too. So it's a good combination of old and new when we do that tier maker ranking event sometime in late June. Okay, so that's coming as well. So lots of good stuff this month. I'm very excited. Obviously, I'm excited. Look at my setup, right? Look at my shirt. I'm a little excited, just a little bit. This is the first time I've been pumped like this for Street Fighter in a very long time. You understand? Like, it really has been a very long wait for me to get excited for Street Fighter again. And I'm happy that it looks like they put the time and effort to make a great one, rather than that Street Fighter 5 was a mess. I couldn't believe it when it came out, how bad it was, and I was like, who worked on this? The B team, the C team at Capcom? Like, they put no effort into this. Even though it looked horrible too, right? It really did. So, anyway, I hope that you guys are ready, all right? Thank you for being patient. I know that the month of May was a very slow month with disappointing games like Star Wars Jedi Survivor that ran like crap. Now we're jumping back into things full force in a very exciting way, all right? So outside of all of that, what's hilarious is someone says you're really bad at Street Fighter 5. I didn't even play Street Fighter 5 enough to say that I even know how to play it. You understand that, right? Like, Street Fighter 5 I played for maybe 2-3 weeks at launch, and it was so laggy and messy, I hated it. And then every once in a while, I would go back to play it, like, for a session or two, and that was it. I never liked the game enough to give it time to even care about it. So, of course, I was bad at it. I didn't even understand it. I hated it. Every system in that game was terrible. V-Trigger, it was all shit. It was a horribly designed game. Anyway. I'm ready. But, before we get to that, a couple quick things. First of all, I would like to say thank you all for all of your support here on my channels, DSP Gaming and DSP Reacts. I really appreciate those of you who go above and beyond and support the content. Because
Begment time. Everyone get ready for the fucking Begment. Begment is incoming. Time for Phil to fucking fleece the masses of asses.
I'm ready. But, before we get to that, a couple quick things. First of all, I would like to say thank you all for all of your support here on my channels, DSP Gaming and DSP Reacts. I really appreciate those of you who go above and beyond and support the content. Because remember, I don't have any sponsorships, partnerships, no paid product advertisements, no shilling on my streams. All you get is me and the content that I put out, and I get to be transparent and honest with my audience about the games I play because of that. I don't have to kiss a game's butt. I don't have to sugarcoat anything because you don't have to worry about me getting a sponsor drop. I don't have any, all right? You're my sponsors. You guys and gals out there who watch the content and support it, especially during these live streams. Today is the premiere of Street Fighter 6.
Shut up for a second. We have our first bingo of the game because Phil pointed at the camera. Fucking hooray for that. One down, hopefully plenty more to fucking go.
Are we getting a sponsor drop? I don't have any. All right? You're my sponsors. You guys and gals out there who watch the content and support it, especially during these live streams. Today is the premiere of Street Fighter 6. It would absolutely be amazing if you could like the stream. Giving the stream more likes will enable more people to find the stream and watch me play. In addition, any kind of support is greatly appreciated. A super chat or a super sticker, a great way to support this channel through the YouTube system itself, and you get a pop-up for those contributions. A membership, a renewed membership, or a gifted membership to the community. Great ways to support and help. By the way, there's probably going to be a lot more people watching me today than usual, so it'd be a great opportunity if you wanted to help the community to give some memberships to the channel. Today would definitely be the day for that, okay? In addition, tips are great. It's immediate short-term support, allows me to afford stuff coming up. I just dropped over $100 on this game. I'll be buying Diablo next week. It'll help with that kind of stuff. Please consider tipping, all right? Tipping since it helps so much in the short term, I give you guys short-term benefits. So for example, if we raise $50 today, I'll put on Gunner glasses. Raise $100, you'll get to pick a silly hat for me to wear. And yes, Ryu's headband will be in the running today for the premiere of Street Fighter 6. And of course, as usual, if we hit $150 in tips, you get to vote on a vest for me to wear as well. I have no idea what vest you would vote for me to wear today. Sadly, I don't have a green vest for Blanca. That would be pretty cool if I did. All I have is camo. I guess camo would be more for Guile, wouldn't it? There you go. Anyway, thank you for any support that you lend over the course of this launch weekend of Street Fighter 6. The views, liking the streams, liking the videos on demand. If you're watching this on demand or watching any of the Street Fighter 6 content this weekend, please leave comments on the videos and like the videos if you're enjoying them. That's going to help a ton on this channel, okay? Awesome. All right, before we get to anything else, I do have a few short news stories that I would like to cover for you guys today. Stupid. Let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see here. Here we go. So, we got a few news stories to talk about today, actually. So first of all, I already talked about Street Fighter 6's launch woes where the custom match lobbies are not working right now. That's kind of annoying, especially on launch day. You probably want to get together with your buddies or people you know and do some matches against people who maybe, you know, you're going to learn against. You can't do that right now. All you can do is random matches online. Ranked matches and player matches both work, but you have to play against randoms. Or offline content. The custom lobbies don't work. But what about Diablo 4? Diablo 4 also launched yesterday for those who paid extra money. Well, it was funny because, you know, I heard a lot of people saying they liked the game and they were enjoying it. And on the flip side of that, I heard a lot of people saying, we can't play it. This is atrocious. You know, Activision Blizzard ripped us off. And I'm like, how can you have both? Well, apparently, there was this stupid game bug, all right, only on PlayStation 5, where people were downloading Diablo 4 and going to play it, and it was saying, you don't have the game license to play it. Even though you literally bought the game and downloaded it, of course you had the license, your console would say you didn't have the license to play it. And no one could figure out how to fix it through Diablo. Even Activision Blizzard was posting up saying they don't know what's going on. So what people started doing was trying other things. One person was like, oh, well, if you buy $2 of digital currency in Diablo through the PlayStation Store, and then you go to boot the game, then it works. And everyone's like, what are they doing? Are they trying to force you to do a microtransaction? So at first, everyone was up in arms, like, what the hell is this? Is this a scam? But then come to find out, it had nothing to do with Activision Blizzard. It's a PlayStation Store bug. All you needed to do was download anything off PlayStation Store. Like, you could get one of the free games. You could get a game that's free on PS Plus. And as long as you get the license for that, and then you go back to Diablo 4, now the game boots. It's some weird issue that they had with the game when they were distributing it digitally that glitched it out. But now people are playing. People are saying Diablo 4 is good, although it's funny. Today is, you know, day 2 of people playing it. And some of these reviews are absolutely hilarious. And here's what I mean. I'm seeing reviews that seem to be apologist reviews. And it's driving me bonkers that people make these kind of reviews. So it says, I'm just going to paraphrase. But the review will be like, so Diablo 4 doesn't really do much innovation. It doesn't really do anything new. All it does is it takes the classic formula of Diablo and it does it much better. And that's good for now. But the good news is there's hopes that in the future, as they improve the game and create expansion content, it'll be much better. Therefore, here's a glowing review. And it's like, wait, what? That's your review? Your review is literally saying the game today is just okay, similar to previous Diablos, but the groundwork is laid for it to be better in the future, and now you're reviewing it better because of that? How does that even make any sense? They could literally drop the game today, never make more content for it. And then you're saying it's like a 9 out of 10, even though you're admitting in your review it's really like a 7, right? It drives me nuts what these people say. You got a review that'll have like 10 critical things about the game. The story's not very good in the middle. There's bugs, you know, in the game. When you're trying to teleport around, you get stuck in objects. You know, this happens, this happens. Oh, by the way, 9 out of 10. How is it 9 out of 10? Literally everything you said in your review does not say 9 out of 10, but then you give it a high score. It doesn't make sense. So it drives me nuts when I see stuff like that. I'm curious, you know, how good the game really is. We're going to find out starting Monday. But it's hard with a game like that to judge. It really is. Because it seems like they're not being honest, or they're just so up their own asses with hype and, oh, we're the games media, so we have to say this game is good, right? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Especially when you try to scale reviews against each other. And you'll see a game that has, like, a ton of flaws, and they give it a 5, and then they got another game, Diablo, oh, it has all these flaws, it's a 9. How could it be the same? Do you even rank your reviews against each other? It makes no sense. It's supposed to be an editor doing this, and they're not doing their jobs, you know? But anyway, it continues, and, you know, I'm excited. I'm going to be trying that Monday, and let you know what I think, okay? Obviously, when I jump into it. So, get this. Sonic the Hedgehog co-creator Yuji Naka has been sentenced to 2.5 years in prison and has been fined over $1.2 million for his part in an insider trading scheme at Square Enix. If you don't know, his last endeavor was that Balin Wonderworld game that completely flopped. Everyone said it was terrible. You can now get it for like $1. You know, it's so badly received. And now he's been arrested and is going to jail for insider trading. That's not good, obviously, right? That's really bad. And it sucks. A lot of people kind of idolized this guy over the years and was hoping that his next game that wasn't Sonic obviously would be great, and it didn't. It flopped horribly. It was a bad game, and now he's going to jail. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are like, holy shit. You know, this is a guy who, again, for a long time, they idolized the guy. Now to see him fall from grace, it's almost like a Jared from Subway story. Nah, I'm just kidding. No one ever liked Jared from Subway. Anyway, let's continue. Bobby Kotick, the Activision Blizzard CEO, speaking of nice people, has come out in an interview denying the fact that there's a culture of harassment at Activision Blizzard at all. He claims it's misreporting and it's an attempted slander campaign. It's all been organized by dishonest unions. And they even asked him in the interview, they said, you know, Mr. Kotick, it seems like Activision Blizzard has been taking active steps to stop efforts to unionize in your workforce. Why is that? And he said, I believe I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like, oh, I'm not anti-union. You got to understand, when I was growing up, you know, my parents were involved with unions and stuff like that. But I'm anti-unions that don't play fair. And in these efforts, these unions that are trying to unionize and or do something with Activision Blizzard, they don't have the best interest in mind of the company or anything. And, you know, they're doing all this dishonest, horrible stuff. And it's like, here's the thing that Mr. Kotick doesn't understand, all right? What he's saying very well may make a lot of sense from a corporate perspective. Like, he may actually be speaking from the heart, all right, when he's talking about a company's perspective on this.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Anders Pack for the super chat, who says, Burkett, Piggy's getting me in murder mode with his takes. Take care and stay sane, everyone. See yes. Okay, Anders Pack has had enough of Phil's fucking nonsensical takes and is piecing the fuck out. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's hard to endure Phil, and because he's so, even with bingo, even with the fucking distraction of a bingo card and potentially winning some near cash and all that shit, sometimes it's hard to endure Phil, even with all these fucking distractions of bingo and fucking random sound effects, like, shut up, bitch, and all that shit, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to endure Phil with all this crap going on, because it's just it never stops. There is 19 minutes of just Phil fucking spewing nonsensical garbage. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta fucking fuck the fuck off and get out of there, you really do. And this is why I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. This is why I don't fucking do bingos every single fucking day. I purposely give myself a Saturday off every single fucking week, even though Phil's off on Wednesdays as well. I purposely say, you know what, I need a break from Phil. I can't do it every single fucking day. It's too much, just too much toxicity, too much stupidity, too much snorting, too much burping, too much fucking, you know, leg slaps and all that shit.
He's talking about a company's perspective on this. He may be correct, but what he doesn't understand is that his employees are not robots. His employees are not assets owned by Activision Blizzard. They are humans, which is why they need to be treated like humans, which is why unions exist to begin with, because it gives people power. It gives people a way to stick up for themselves and the others there, the workforce, and to have collective bargaining power rather than just being stepped on and tossed away. When you're in a union, you have more ability and more power than if you're not. You know, if you're not, essentially in the United States, a lot of people don't know this, you're at-will employment. What at-will employment insinuates is that at any point you're at will to quit the job, but they are also at any will to fire you for, you know, for whatever they want. The only reasons they can't fire you are discriminatory. So they couldn't fire you because you're a man or a woman. They can't fire you because you're pregnant. They can't fire you because your skin color or your ethnicity. You know, there's these protected things that you can't be fired for. But essentially, any company in the United States can make a reason up. They could literally say, oh, you just have a bad work ethic. You're fired. And now you're fired. And now it's up to you to prove that they were lying and to try to get any kind of a claim against them and maybe get your job back. But that's at-will employment, okay? So, you know, from a standpoint of a company, what Bobby is saying or Mr. Kotick is saying makes sense. But from a human standpoint, it makes no sense at all. Anyone who's been in a major corporation and has seen how people can be mistreated understands what's going on at Activision Blizzard, all right? And even though he might not think from his perspective that there's a culture problem, it's not him to determine that. It's his employees who determine that. That's the problem. He's saying, oh, well, from the upper level, I don't see it. Too bad. You're not the one who determines that. It's the people below you who do. And they're telling you there's a problem, and they're telling you they want to unionize. You can't just go like this, I don't hear you, I don't believe you, neener, neener, neener. That's not how it works in the United States. This is why this company's in hot water. This is why everyone hates this guy. And it's funny because I'm seeing all these memes. They're like, look, this guy looks like freaking Darth Sidious and shit, you know. He's a fucking scumbag. He's saying horrible things about unions and stuff. I don't know. If the Activision Blizzard, you know, buyout goes through, you have to wonder, what would happen, because I'll be honest, I don't think anything's going to change. If you've taken a look at the other companies that Microsoft has purchased, they really haven't done much at all in regards to taking control of them and doing anything. For example, take a look at what just happened with Redfall, right? Here's a game that is from a company that used to be independent. They got bought out by Xbox. Their first release is a piece of dog shit. And then Xbox is like, oh, we didn't get involved in that game. We let them do whatever they wanted. Well, that's a problem. You bought them. You're ultimately responsible for what they put out. So maybe it's time to get involved. You know, if they buy Activision Blizzard, if it goes through, they need to get in there. And they need to start laying down the law and be like, this guy, you know, you're an idiot. You've screwed up your company. Everyone hates you. Either you what do they call it? Shape up or ship out. Get rid of him. They need to. They should fire him. He's not doing a good job. If the whole company hates him and thinks that there's all these problems, why is he still in charge, right? So, we'll see what happens, all right? We'll see what happens ongoing with this story. Anyway, there's one more news story for today. The Nintendo Switch is getting new Joy-Cons, pastel colors, including a purplish pink, a green, a pinkish red, and yellow.
Nintendo talk? Stand by for the racism card.
Yes, new Joy-Con colors. I know you guys are all excited because these Nintendo fanboys, every single time Nintendo releases something new, they run out and buy it even if they don't need it. So even though there's no one who will need new Joy-Cons at this point, because the Switch is so old anyway, I mean, yeah, oh, well, we need this. So I'm going to run out and buy more Joy-Cons. Oh, by the way, they're full-priced Joy-Cons. Do you know how much full-priced Joy-Cons cost? $79.99. $80 fucking dollars for these Joy-Cons. I guarantee you these Joy-Cons will sell out. They will sell out because these Nintendo fanboys can't control themselves. They buy everything no matter what it is. If they need it or not, it sells the fuck out and Nintendo makes an insane amount of money. Over nothing, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. So I think they're coming out at the end of June, I want to say, these Joy-Cons, if I'm not mistaken. So get ready to pre-order and get those pastel Joy-Cons that you desperately need, right? Right. Anyway, there you go. Okay. That's the game news for today, all right? Okay. So you know what's funny? Let's see here. So yesterday, I was on my late stream, and I was like, oh, it's kind of weird because like the message, the contributions through YouTube, like super chats and memberships, weren't showing up in my contributions queue, so I wasn't able to shout them out right away, and I was wondering what was going on. It definitely was something with the service they were updating, because now this morning everything looks different. They changed the text here to look very differently. I don't know why they did it. I don't know if there's going to be improved functionality or whatever, but that's what it was. So hopefully today everything, you guys saw pop-ups already, right? Popping up over here. So everything seems fine for Street Fighter 6, which is great. At least if it was going to screw up, it screwed up during Final Fantasy and not during the arguably one of the biggest release days of the year for me, so that's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've now finished all the things I had to talk about on the podcast. Now let's get to shout-outs for your contributions, and then we'll see how much time we got left before we jump into Street Fighter 6, okay? So, here we go. We start off today with Brian, who did a $2 super chat, and he says, I'm babysitting today. I'm introducing him to DSP. Probably a bad idea. If you're babysitting a child, they probably shouldn't be watching my content. My content is not for children's consumption.
Could have fucking filled me with the fucking way the fucking channel, the videos are all set up. Every single fucking video that Phil fucking releases has it fucking set to be suitable for children. His content is not age restricted when it fucking should be. Look at me, every single fucking shit I fucking put on the internet these days is age restricted. I'm a sweary bastard. I should not, no children should be fucking having to hear my fucking Scottish swearing. That would be unfair on those young ears. So yeah, Phil doesn't do that. Phil fucking purposely makes his fucking content to be suitable for everyone apparently, even though he knows it's not.
You know, unless you want them swearing like a sailor. In reality, I'm not as bad anymore, but at the same time, I'm doing fighting games. I may be swearing a lot today. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thank you for the first super chat of the day. O-Ring says, re-up his membership now for a year, earning the Regal Crown in the chat. Congratulations to O-Rings on earning your Regal Crown. Very nice.
Wait, somebody fucking earned a fucking crown?
Fucking inflatable fucking crown!
Little Crow did a super chat this morning. Thank you, Little Crow. It's good to have you here. Cherry Mango did a super chat this morning. Thank you. Very Honest Content did a super chat this morning. Thank you. Gordon Hammer with a $5 super chat. Says, I think this is a healthy way of approaching it, Phil. I hope you have fun with this. I know the series means a fair amount to you. I think he was directly responding to me saying the way I'm approaching the game is more of I just want to have fun with it and make fun content for you. I'm not about being competitive. I'm just not. You know, at this point, for me to be competitive in a game like Street Fighter 6, no exaggeration, I would have had to be playing it already. Yeah, I would have already had to have been playing it, going crazy in the demo, going crazy in the betas, going to tournaments, going to offline gatherings and playing people constantly to get practice. There's just no way you can hang viably competitively in these games without an insane amount of time investment. I'm a variety content creator. I don't have that amount of time to invest in it. I mean, I'll be playing a lot of it this week and this month, but realistically, am I going to spend 50% of my gameplay time playing Street Fighter 6? I mean, that's not going to please anybody, including me, because I'll probably end up feeling burnout too. All right? I want to enjoy the game at a level where I can balance it with other things and, you know, learn it, but not master it to the point where now I need to, you know, go crazy and try to be beating a ton of people competitively online. It's not that big of a deal to me. I just want to have a good time with it. If I win or lose, as long as we have a fun match, that's all I care about. So that's what the approach I'm taking for this. Ariel New York with a super chat, thank you. Fabricio with a super chat, thank you. And Gabriel the Blessed just became a channel member. So thank you all for your YouTube side contributions there. I believe we have now jumped up to 716 members. Actually, I didn't update the total today. We were at 715. I wanted to go for 730 today, so I actually had the total from last night on there. Let me update that. And it looks like Fabricio...
Oh, you greedy fucking bastard. I was thinking as well, oh, he's only asking for fucking 5 extra members today. That's not fucking much for a brand new fucking game. I guess Phil's being quite fucking reasonable. The greedy fucking bastard. Oh, I wasn't meant with 720. I want more, because I'm so fucking greedy. I want more members, because I'm fucking greedy and I want no more fucking money.
15. I wanted to go for 730 today, so I actually had the total from last night on there. Let me update that. And it looks like Fabricio would have been our most recent super chatter. It would be great if we get up to 730 members today. That would be a huge, you know, growth and health for the channel.
It'd be great if fucking Street Fighter 6 wouldn't work for you and you fucking spent all day crying about it and bitching and whining and moaning about Capcom fucking not fucking getting the game optimized in time for a fucking brand new worldwide release. But that'll then fucking put other people also that'll make other people sad as well because they couldn't play the game.
So perhaps today you like what you see, you become a member, right? Thank you. Okay. Now, on the tips side of things, I received a series of overnight contributions. So let's go through these, okay? Our first contribution was a $30 tip from Game Trekker. So right off the bat, thank you to Game Trekker for a generous tip. This came in overnight, so let's count it here.
Not to try and spoil things for you guys, but Phil already has a hat pull going as of right now. So I think he has been given at least over $100 already on his podcast.
Okay. So here's what Game Trekker had to say to start. It is time, and there's no way I'm actually watching live when you read this. That sucks. But that's life sometimes. The hours at my job are flexible at some times, and I was hoping that'd be the case this month, but no, we're super busy, and it didn't line up. I might be able to pop in at times when you're live, but we'll see. You know, it's not going to stop me from supporting, though. In fact, I'm not even going to stop me from sending some of my favorite kinds of contributions, tips with tips. So let's get started. All right. So Game Trekker, thank you. Here in spirit, cannot be here live, but likely will be watching this podcast and my content after the fact. And by the way, if anyone does overnight contributions like this, tips, I absolutely always read them out the next day and count them towards that next stream. It's not like, oh, your tip goes into the black hole. Unless you say, hey, this is a behind-the-scenes tip, I don't want anyone to know about it. Don't read it out. That's fine. That's your prerogative. But anyone here who wants to contribute to this stuff, this is how it works, okay? All right. So $30 tip, and then boom, another $30 tip from Game Trekker here. So that's a second animation. And that gets us up to $60 in tips. And Gunner Glasses. Now, Game Trekker says, let's talk about World Tour. The mode looks huge. Seems to be a proper RPG, and it even has a proper RPG length. It's absurdly ambitious for a fighting game. It is a bit silly that it restricts you to modern controls until you complete a handful of quests, but at least the demo confirmed classic controls will become available before too long. As for a tip, here's something that I didn't see the demo mention. Every NPC, hold on. Every NPC that you can fight has at least one challenge that you can complete while fighting them. You can see what an NPC's challenges are by viewing their details or by pressing X, or if you pause during a live fight. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to get these glasses on. Okay. Cool. You can get valuable items by completing these optional objectives. Okay, that's neat. So there'll be optional things you're attempting to do during each fight in World Tour mode, and if you do it, you get an optional reward. Sweet. All right, but then, ladies and gentlemen, Game Trekker indeed did a third $30 tip overnight. Now, we already saw the $30 animation twice. How about we do this special Street Fighter animation? This is normally for a $20 tip, but being that we already saw the other one, I wanted to see the Street Fighter animation. There we go. Thank you to Game Trekker for all this overnight support. That's going to get us up to $90 in tips, and I haven't even booted the game yet. It's very much appreciated. Okay, so Game Trekker says the following. Lastly, let's talk about learning characters. Street Fighter 6 has fantastic in-game resources, easily the best of any Street Fighter game to date. I've heard the trials for each character are actually genuinely helpful in this one. They teach legitimately useful combos, in addition to the obligatory crazy advanced shit that will come later. But the star of the show is training mode, which is incredibly feature-rich. I'll let you see the full extent for yourself, but I want to highlight one particular tool, the frame meter. The innovative new display shows a timeline of each character's actions frame by frame, denoting things like counter hit frames, hitbox, active frames, punish, vulnerability frames, hit stun, block stun, invulnerability frames, etc. Also, be sure to use the mode's frame advantage display to investigate move safety on block. Honda specials in particular have unexpected advantage and disadvantage in the game. There you go. The way I'm approaching it, I'll pick a character, and I'll probably go right to trials and do a few trials to try to learn their basic special moves and combos. Maybe go into training mode right after for a few minutes just to try a few things that I learned in trials, and then go right into online mode. That's what I'm planning to do with any characters that I pick today. Okay, cool. Continuing on, I received a $2 tip. So thank you, Game Tracker, by the way. Tremendous amount of support overnight. I'm sorry that you can't make it today, but thank you for your support, and you're here in spirit, and I hope you enjoy the content after the fact. Okay, I got a $2 tip, and this is from Hotel Dude. And Hotel Dude says the following. Could I get a shout out for my man T-Dog, who has took his first flying lesson and got to steer a plane? Figure you can relate with all of your old flight simulator gameplay streams. Right. Well, shout out to T-Dog. Thank you, Hotel Dude, for the tip. Good to have you here today. All right, continuing on. I received a $5 tip from Amnesiac Aaron. Nice animation for Aaron here. See what he has to say. So Amnesiac Aaron says, your OG Street Fighter 4, it's funny you say OG because it's crazy to me that people think that that footage is OG style footage. Your OG Street Fighter 4 and Super Turbo content is what got me into the series. I'm stoked for today, and I'll be here all day. Thanks for getting me into the series. You're welcome, Aaron. And I hope that, you know, my content, at the very least, is entertaining and to some extent informative. Again, I am not planning on becoming a competitive player, but I would like to at least do something to entertain the audience, right? All right, so thank you. Early support is absolutely outstanding. In addition, we've hit 100 likes on the stream, so we might as well go right into a celebratory bubble blow. I think we'll do a old-fashioned manual bubble blow to start today. But
Hey, that's actually a good thing for us because it gives us a free space on the bingo card. Phil has over 100 likes, so he's blowing bubbles for his audience. That is a one free space for our card.
the way it works is if we double up, we hit 200 likes, we'll do another bubble blow, and it's up to you if you want to see the bubble guns this time or the classic. Also, if we hit our members goal for today, I'll do a bubble blow for you guys. Okay, so we have different ways to earn the bubbles today. All right, but let's do a celebratory bubble blow.
That was fucking shite, Phil.
It exploded right in front of me too, and I just cleaned this desk this morning, and a bubble exploded right on the desk in front of me. Ugh. Okay. Got to upgrade to the guns. I figure we'll start off slow. We haven't even gotten to the game yet. We'll start off slow, and then as that momentum picks up today, we'll do celebratory bubble gun explosions. How about that? Yes, that's what we'll call them too. Okay. So, folks, we're off to a good start. That's all I have to say on the podcast. I will open this up to questions.
Q&A. I'm counting that as Q&A. So we can tick off that, and that is... I thought it was on a bingo, but it's not actually on a bingo. So, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Well, technically we are 5 away from a full house, because we have a free space, because of Phil blowing balls for his dumbass audience. So even though there's 6 white spaces left, we are only 5 away, because we have 1 free space already.
If you guys have any questions for me, please tag me in the chat, and I'll do a little bit of Q&A, and then we'll jump into the game. By the way, what should be my first character today? Who should be the first character that I try in the game? Why no Ken costume? Because I just wore the Ryu costume a couple weeks ago. The difference here is, when you do something like that, it has to be something special, right? I already just did it. If I do it again, it's not special. You know? Maybe there'll be a reason to do it in the future. Something special going on. Maybe I'll pick Ryu or Ken and do a Madness set, and then I wear it. I'm not going to just wear it every day. There's no point. Then it's not special to do, you understand? That's why. Okay. My feelings on modern controls before I start the game, says Jimmy. Quite frankly, I don't have feelings, so I haven't tried them yet. Until I actually try them, I can't give you an opinion. But from the way they're describing it, yes, it makes the game much easier to play, but there's a lot of detriments to doing it. For example, you miss out on several different normals and combo potential because you don't have those inputs, right? Each button is doing something different than just a normal attack, and your controls are simplified. So is it true that you can do moves without doing inputs? Yeah, you can do an anti-air shoryuken or whatever without doing an input. Great. But at the same time, you can't do a big combo. You understand? So I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we play further. Moxford says, shout out to the J-Pop Street Fighter intro. I vividly remember you clowning it back in the day. Good memories. Indestructible. Ain't no...
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I remember that shit. Yep. Who could forget that? Right? And it was weird because that was not the style of music that Street Fighter was known for at all over the years. And to have that in the game was just jarring. It was funny because some people liked it, some people absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it, right? So. Okay. Ramrod says, is the game done downloading? Oh, I downloaded it last night. We're good to go. I bought it and preloaded it. It's all good. Yes, all iterations. It's the game plus Fighting Grounds plus World Tour. I downloaded everything last night. It is absolutely good to go.
What the fuck is Mimp Squad? Oh, shout out to the Mimps. What the Mimp Squad. Well, I have no idea what the fucking Mimp Squad is, but shout out to the Mimp Squad indeed, and fucking hope you're all having a great fucking time.
We shouldn't have any issue there. Fallen Devil says, how's your Friday treating you? So far, so good. Looking forward to jumping into the game for the first time. Rugol says, OG Street Fighter 4 forever ingrained in my head. How could you forget it, right? Indestructible. Oh my goodness. What's funny is that people hated that song so much that then every time they updated Street Fighter 4, they removed it. It wasn't in it anymore. If you remember, it was actually the menu theme. The menu theme went dun 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 when you're selecting your character, and then they got rid of it. They completely removed it, and then they went to the more like cinematic theme. Dun 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 dun. And I really liked that song. I thought that song was really good, and then they ended up putting that in all the menus and everything because they removed the J-pop shit. Happy Street Fighter 6 Day to you, Eternal Napalm.
Hold on. Is him calling J-pop shit kind of racist? Can we tick racism for him just referring to J-pop in general as shit? I feel like that is quite literally him shitting on Japanese pop in general. That's not just a random song he's shitting on. He is quite literally shitting on Japanese pop as a cultural whole entirety. That's... I don't know. A lot of people are saying yes, but a couple of people are saying no. I don't want to say fucking... Okay. I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to do a wee quick poll, okay? There we go. J-pop shit equals racism. Yes or no? That is going to be the fucking poll. So we're going to need like I'm going to say we're going to need like a 4/5 majority, 80% or higher. I think, okay. 80% or higher for us to fucking tick racism square, okay. So we need for every 5 people, 4 of you need to fucking say yes. Essentially, that's the way I'm seeing this, okay. Him referring to J-pop in general as shit seems to me to be a bit fucking racist. He's not just fucking criticising a song, he's just fucking saying J-pop. Japanese pop. He's criticising a country's fucking entire fucking music. Does seem to be a bit racist. I don't know, that's an interesting one to take. Keep in mind here, remember, just bear in mind here, there might be a difference between you guys winning bingo and potentially winning $25 or not. Not that I'm trying to fucking coerce you or anything, but it could be in your best fucking interest to vote yes. I'm just fucking pointing that out.
That song. I thought that song was really good, and then they ended up putting that in all the menus and everything because they removed the J-pop shit. Happy Street Fighter 6 Day to you, Eternal Napalm. Jade says, I'm in Battle Hope. Congrats, Jade. Have you tried the game at all? Have you played against people yet? Curious what you think, with modern controls and everything, right? A few more contributions have come in. I just got a $3 tip from Gabriel the Blessed. Says, which hat is Street Fighter 6 best? That's up for you to determine. And with that $3 tip, I guess it is time for you to determine it because we've hit $100 in tips.
The question is not about whether you think J-pop music is good or fucking bad. It is essentially, was Phil being racist by referring to J-pop as shit? Doesn't it? Regardless of your own feelings or whether you fucking like that kind of music or not, it's simply about whether Phil was being racist when he's referring to J-pop in particular as being shit. And to me, it kind of does come across as that way, because J-pop is literally, Japanese pop music. And Phil seems to be fucking referring to all of it as shit. That's just my taking it, but you know, whatever.
So the question is, what hat would you guys like to see? Let's do some interesting options, okay? So let's do... Thank you, Gabriel the Blessed, by the way. So, let's do a few options. Let's do which hat... Oops. Which hat is SF6 launch best? Let's do the Ryu headband. Let's do the beret. Let's do the Los Santos cap. And let's do... If we're going to do the Ryu headband, I want to save the Bison hat for the later stream. I want to have them both eligible now. So let's do Ryu headband for first stream, and maybe later tonight we'll do the Bison hat.
Fucking
What should be the
inflatable fucking crown.
final hat?
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Of course I know what the final hat will be. The original and best cowboy hat. Right?
Nope.
Absolutely, the cowboy hat should be in the running. So the Ryu headband, the beret, the Los Santos cap, and the cowboy hat are the first 4 hats that will be eligible for Street Fighter 6. Very nice. Okay. So thank you, Gabriel the Blessed. In addition to that, I received a $5 tip from Lady Charisma. Thank you very much to Lady Charisma. Let's get your animation going, and let's see what you have to say.
If I want to learn what they've got to fucking say, it looks like the poll, 62% says yes, it is racism, but 30% says no. To me, that is not enough of a majority. It is a majority, but it's not a huge fucking overwhelming majority. I think it's too close to them. Nah, so I'm not going to take racism for a fucking J-pop shit comment. I think it is personally, but it needs to be a fucking, you know, overwhelming consensus, and 61% is not fucking overwhelming. So we'll leave it as is. I am quite a fair person, I think.
Alright, this is hype for today. Your old fighting game content is what got me into them. I'm more into the Arxis style of fighters like Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, but I am looking to get Street Fighter 6. The last one that I played was the Tekken crossover. Oh god. You played like... the last one you played was the one that was not good. It was good for like a week, and then everyone broke the game, and it sucked ass. So, good thing you're not playing... You didn't play anymore after that. Well, this should be an interesting thing to jump into. It really is. It seems like it's a series reboot with the way that they've designed this one. So this is probably a really good one to get into, I would think. I received another $2 tip. And I don't know what this means. Is charisma in the game? I don't know what that means. It's probably some kind of a joke or reference that I don't get. Thanks for the $2 tip, whoever you are, anonymous tipper. Thanks. Don't get it. Okay. I received a $2 super chat from Eric. Thank you to Eric for the super chat. Let's get you on the leaderboard. Okay. Cool. All right, we got a little bit more time for Q&A. Anyone have a question you want to tag me with in the chat? Go right ahead. Have I ever visited a circus tent? Yes. Yes, I did. When I was a kid, I went to Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus when they actually existed with my parents, and we saw it in a big top tent, and it was really well done. It was amazing. Do you want to see... Oh, you want to see the joystick again? Mr. Whiskers wants to see the joystick that I will be using for the game. Okay. I cleaned it this morning, actually.
Trust Phil to fucking give his fucking joystick a quick polish right before starting fucking stream, eh? That's not unusual at all.
The Hori Fighting Stick Alpha for the Xbox Series SX and, of course, other Xbox consoles as well. I think it would work with, like, the Xbox One or whatever. So, yeah, here it is. I've barely used it. I've only used it maybe for Capcom Fighting Collection and for the betas of Street Fighter 6. That's it. So it's a relatively new, unused joystick that works with Xbox consoles. And I'm excited to use it and finally break it in, essentially, right? Pretty cool. And yes, I'll be using this the entire time I play Street Fighter 6. That's my joystick for it, so... Flex my biceps to prove that this isn't pre-recorded. You can't see I'm wearing... Look, how can you see my biceps? Here. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Still can't fucking see a fucking thing with those goddamn fucking noodle arms, you fucking pipsqueak.
Look at that big meaty arm right there, baby. Oh, yeah. What's my favorite grain of rice? Oh, there's so many. How can you choose, right? How can you choose? There you go. Jade says he hasn't done Battle Hub yet. He's doing arcade modes with Jury, DJ... Kimberly, Cammy, Zangief, JP, Ken, and Chun-Li. Great. How do you like the arcade mode, Jade? I'm just curious. I don't know how they did it in this one. I'm assuming it's probably like 8 battles and then like a final fight. But I don't think there's a final boss in Street Fighter 6, right? There's no final boss character. So I'm wondering, was it fun? Did it have story elements to it? Little Crow did a super chat. What's a good joystick and for a good price? That I can't answer. I've been out of the loop of the competitive fighting game scene for a very long time. For what I'm to understand, there's actually quite a few companies kind of competing for that space now. There's joysticks that have a stick. They're not even considered sticks anymore. They're called hitboxes, buttons instead. We just do button inputs to actually do like your input motions, which is kind of wild, but I've heard there's advantages and disadvantages to having those. Personally, Hori, Hori is the name of the company, is the one that I've used for the longest time, even back in the day when there were other companies trying to compete like Mad Catz. I felt like the Hori joysticks were better than the Mad Catz joysticks, quality-wise. So I would go with Hori, but like I said, I think there's Kanba, that's Qanba, and there's like 5 or 6 major joystick companies now that are making these peripherals. So you have a good variety. As for price point, I couldn't answer that. I don't know what they cost, and likely the price point is based on the size of the joystick, the quality of the parts, the compatibility of the joystick, like what consoles or it'll work with, or PC or whatever. You know, there's a lot of things to consider. All right. Tito Man says, I'll be getting the game tomorrow. It's also my birthday. I'm going to turn 32. Can't wait to celebrate and enjoy the game. Well, happy birthday to you. And I hope you enjoy the game. Rugal says, I've seen people posting arcade level 8 difficulty. The CPU really behaves and does high level tournament tactics, so it's not as cheating as early ones besides input reading. Interesting. The villain says, are you maining Geef or DJ? I can see you maining Geef if it fits you. I don't know that much. Again, I really haven't spoiled myself on the game, so we'll see. I mean, I'm very interested in trying Zangief. You know, I love the grapplers. They're definitely my style, so I guess we'll see. Mr. Whisker says he has someone harassing him. Do you? Let's look. Yep, he did, and he's banned. No problem, he's gone. That's what he gets. Blanca when? I don't know. Do you want to see Blanca first? I mean, it would make sense. I kind of have a wall of Blanca to my left, and Blanca up here in the original Street Fighter 2 for SNES on the right. It would maybe make sense for Blanca, right? Balma just did a super chat, says, you know, why are there so many versions of Street Fighter? There's Alpha, there's Turbo. Is there a rework of Fighter since live patches weren't a thing back then? They were actually different series. Here's how it worked back then. Okay? Here we have an original game and see if it caught on. And if it
Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't be arsed. I cannot be arsed. I'm going 1.5 speed. 1.5 speed.
caught on, you would either make a sequel, or you would just keep updating it with a later iteration. Street Fighter 2 had 5 versions. The original Street Fighter 2, then there was Champion Edition that added in the boss characters, let you do mirror matches, and also rebalanced the game. Then there was Hyper Fighting that made the game significantly play faster, because everyone complained that kind of the originals were a little slow-paced, and also again changed the game a little bit with gameplay and combos. Super Street Fighter 2 introduced 4 new characters and super moves to the franchise, and then Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo was the ultimate version, where you had tons of combos, old and new versions of each character, super moves that were even more advanced, tech throws, throw escapes and things like that. All new things that kind of became staples of mainstay of fighting games for a very long time. To this day, fighting games still use those mechanics. So 5 versions of Super Turbo. The original 5 versions of Street Fighter 2. The original was on a CPS, I want to say it was a CPS 1 board, but then it went to CPS 2, which was the later game board. But then after that, they wanted more games, so they made the Alpha series. And the Alpha series was supposed to be a prequel series, where it's younger versions of the characters and then a bunch of new characters, and it looked way more anime-ish than Street Fighter 2 did. But then they came out with Street Fighter 3, and that one was way more advanced of a gameplay engine, as well as the graphics had like way more frames of animation, and was more of a really artistic hand-drawn style rather than a manga anime style.
Shut the fuck up for a second. We have got 100 likes. Thank you very much, guys, for having 100 likes on this fucking stream. We have 2 free spaces for the card, which we'll fucking, hopefully use later on. But as well as having the fucking extra free space earned for the card, you guys have also earned the animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us. So here you go. Here's your reward for us hitting 100 likes.
Oh, yo, that smells really, really good. I love it. That was its own series. So Street Fighter 2 had 5 versions. All right. Street Fighter Alpha had 3 versions. Alpha 1, 2, and 3. Street Fighter 3 had 3 versions. Street Fighter 3 New Generation, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Why did they keep doing this? Because people wanted to see these games get updated and not be stagnant in the same thing forever. And also, money. People were craving updates. There's no way to digitally update an arcade game. You know what I'm saying? How are you gonna do that? There was no way to internet connect your cabinet back then or anything. So you absolutely had to get a new version of the game out. So either get a whole full-fledged sequel or an updated game board, that's a new version with some tweaks. And that's really what they did. They did a lot of tweaks back in the day, tweaking the versions. So there you go. Once, it went to consoles, then everything went digital, and then it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, take a look at Street Fighter 4, where you had Street Fighter 4, then Super Street Fighter 4, then you had Arcade Edition, then you had Ultra, right? Those were all digital updates. Made it a lot easier. Little Crow did another super chat and says, are there sticks for people who are left-handed? Technically, I would say all sticks are for people who are left-handed because the joysticks are always on your left hand. I don't think that it's really right or left-handed. And now if you're saying, is there a way to reverse that? Have the joystick in your right hand and the buttons in your left? I've never seen that. Like, I've literally never seen it yet. So I couldn't answer that question. Maybe they do sell those, but I've never sought it out or seen anything like that. Okay. It looks like people have overwhelmingly voted for the Ryu headband. So we'll get that. Gathering Hall Live, no, there is 0 credibility saying I'm dropping Zelda. I'm not dropping Zelda at all. It's continuing for sure. I announced it 2 days ago, yesterday. I announced that Zelda continues no matter what. I'm going to be doing Street Fighter all weekend. We're instituting Diablo starting on Monday, and then Zelda's going to be in the mix next week. This week we're focusing on the 2 new releases, but next week Zelda comes back, and I'm excited to keep it going. So, all right, Ryu headband time.
Just starting off!
Cool. Vomit another super chat. He says, being left-handed is a struggle. I feel you, Crow. Yeah, I don't think anyone ever really accommodated for left-handed gamers for Street Fighter because the cabinets always had, you know, joystick, left hand, buttons, right hand. And I don't think any arcade owner was going to get a new cabinet, right? In order to accommodate a left-handed player. So you kind of just had to deal with how the game was set up back in the day. You know, that was it. You didn't have any options. All right. Now Ryu's ready to cook, even though I'm probably not picking Ryu today. Like I told you guys, I really have no interest in playing any of the characters who were in the beta, because I've already played with those. I would much rather play with all the other characters first, to try out the other characters we haven't seen yet in the game, and then maybe after I play with all the other characters, then consider going back to the characters from the beta. But it's like, I already seen those characters for 2 weekends, I don't really care for them, I'd rather see other characters, you know? Alright. Let's get Bomb on the leaderboard. Last chance for a question. Jade says, arcade mode is 5 to 12 fights, and a little bit of story. And he says, if you go to combo trials, that's actually the character trials. Okay, I'll have to find that. Are the trials in Fighting Grounds? I don't know where it is, because, you know, when I played the betas, there was no offline content. It was only the Battle Hub. So I actually don't even know where the training mode or anything would be. We gotta find it in the menus, I guess. Because that's where you're gonna start. You start with the trials, you mess with the character in trials for, like, you know, a bit, learn their basics, go to training mode, you know, play a tiny bit more to learn, and then boom, go right online. So. Lunchables or Kid Cuisine? They're not even close. Lunchables are like little crackers and meat they have for lunch. Kid Cuisine is like a full dinner, a frozen dinner. They're not even the same. Like, you can't even compare them. Gut says, when you play the other Yakuza spin-off game this year, you didn't seem to enjoy Like a Dragon Ishin that much. I did like a Dragon Ishin. I don't know what you're talking about. I actually really enjoyed it, but much like any older school Yakuza game, it's slow-paced, it's not going to get mainstream attention, you know what I mean? I don't know if I would play another one. That's a lot. 2 in 1 year, that's a lot. So I don't know, I might hold it back on that one. Did I see Willow's question? It says, have you went on rides at a carnival? I have gone on carnival rides before. I've been on some scary ones that did not feel like I was secure, and I felt like I was going to fly off and die. That's happened. Okay. Are we good? I think people are tapped out. I don't see any other questions. I want to say thanks, guys. Obviously, really supportive start. Haven't even booted the game up yet. And to see this many people on stream, see this level of support already is outstanding. Remember, this is how I make my living. Support on the stream, so please support the stream if you can today. I'll be playing it all this first stream to 4 p.m. Pacific time. Then tonight, another stream starting 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow, all day long. Tomorrow, probably on the late stream, I'll start World Tour mode, see what that's all about. A lot of content coming this weekend. It is Fighting Grounds? Okay. Happy return to Street Fighter Day to you, Hideyoshi. No, you don't have to recreate your character. When you do World Tour mode, it's going to import your character from the demo. So I'll have that same created character. Am I ready to rumble? As ready as I guess I can be. Is there paid for DLC characters? Yes, but I bought the $100 version of the game, and that includes the characters when they come out later this year into next year. So I don't have to buy them now. They're already going to be unlocked for me, including all their outfits and everything. So, here you go. Gift does crazy damage, says the villain. He actually says Gift does mad damage. Well, if he does a lot of damage, there's probably going to be a trade-off. Right? It probably means that he's probably slow and lumbering. It's harder to get those hits in. I'm playing this on Xbox Series X because that's what I have online system for, or online connectivity for. I wasn't going to get PlayStation Plus just to play this online, so. Ambulatory says you got to unlock all the characters pretty much unless you buy them. Well, I have the in-game credits. I don't know how expensive everything is in the game. I'd like to unlock some stuff from the get-go. I got the $100 version of the game. I guess we'll see what I can unlock as we start. Jade says Ken is so good. Felix makes us sing Guile's theme. How do you sing it? There's no lyrics. Hi, my name is Guile, and I throw the booms a while, and I flip. How do you sing his theme? There's no lyrics. What are you talking about? All right. Are we good? That's how it goes? It's actually the real lyrics? Oh, okay. Fuck your mother shit. And that's the half of it. Because I... No vic... All right, little crow. He says, still hoping for Ibuki and Elena for DLC. Personally, I would prefer new characters. Just keep adding new characters. Enough of the returning characters, right? Because that seems to me kind of a cop-out when they just keep adding returning characters you've already had in previous games. No, I want something new. Keep adding new, original, interesting characters. Also, isn't it funny that, like, the characters that they planned of being, like, the biggest ones in Street Fighter V, like Nikali, completely forgotten? What a fart of a character. He was supposed to be, like, this evil new character similar to Akuma. No one cares about him. No one remembers him. No one likes him. Fuck Nikali, right? Wow. But that's what I mean about Street Fighter V. It was such an uninspired game. The new characters sucked. They weren't good. They weren't even good character designs. Have I ever dressed up as a pirate before? No, never. I've never dressed up as a pirate. Okay. Why don't we get a karaoke stream? Why would you want a karaoke stream? I don't know why you would even want that.
Please God, no.
Okay. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for the show. I want to say thank you for a great initial podcast here to celebrate the launch of Street Fighter 6. Tomorrow, the podcast should be interesting because I'm going to have a whole day's worth of opinions to share with you about the game. I'll let you know what I thought about my initial launch day gameplay. But for now, thanks for a great show. I hope you enjoyed it, whether you're here live on stream or you're on demand. It's time to get back into fighting games in a big way. Thanks for waiting. And now it is time. It is time to fight. See you all tomorrow. Peace out. All right, guys and gals out there. Let's get set up. I do have to pee before we start. It would make sense for me to pee before we start. Then me starting and then having to pee. So, we'll make the camera ready here. And I need to resize the camera. This is going to be interesting because the border is way smaller than usual. When I play fighting games, I try to make the camera way smaller. The good news is, because of my newer layout, my better lighting and everything, you can still see me. Remember how I used to be small? You couldn't even see me. I was like blurry and shit. Well, now you can actually see me. Right? Pretty good. Okay. I need to pee. So you can see, there's what I was looking at. Look at that cool art. This is the art that pops up now for the achievements on Xbox. That's pretty neat, no? Also, I think I'm just going to get rid of this line because I don't think that's going to be good for Street Fighter. I think we're going to want to be able to see the bottom of the screen, so I'll get rid of the line overlay there. Okay? All right. Give me a minute. I'm just going to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then we'll start. All right? I'll be right back. Just going to mute the mic.
And obviously he's going to fucking run off and go to Little Boy's room and spend that $100 he's got in fucking tips. Let's fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forward.
Enjoyed the
Oh, here we go. He is back. He has resumed. Let's see himself throw himself into his fucking chair.
I'm being informed the podcast was better than the pee break. That's good to know. It's good to know you enjoyed the podcast better than me, relieving myself. But I'm back now. All right. Are you guys ready? So, let's get this properly... Oh, jeez. Hold on. Get this untangled, first of all.
The fuck is wrong with this fucking setup? Also, let's go to 1080.
Let's get this properly plugged in. Street Fighter 6. What happened to 5? I feel like I missed something. It's cool it runs on the Resident Evil engine, because what a great graphical engine that is, huh? All the recent Resident Evil games have looked amazing, and now this running on it too, right? I agree. Oh my god. I guess I agree. Do I agree? Avatar recipe found. Yes, we're going to import my avatar from the demo into this game, so that fill will be here. Okay. Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 6. Yeah. I pressed the any button. Hello, Mateo. How are you? That's right. We're cooking. We're cooking those avatars, son. We're cooking our avatars up. Maybe we'll do a quick exploration video. Let's see here. So I want to say yes, but at the same time, I want to be sure it doesn't, like, show shit. So hold on a second here. Let me just do this. I just want to be sure it doesn't, like, reveal my stuff. So yes, I agree. It's going to do a quick game update, by the way. It's doing a quick game download and update. Restart. There we go. Do I think Lil Wayne is still here? No, Lil Wayne's counting his money from all the ad campaigns. He's not playing this. What if I sign my house away with that EULA? Well, then I guess, Honda and Blanca will be over soon to steal it. They'll be over, taking my shit away, right? You can see, Chun-Li will be sitting here in a few minutes playing the game because she owns the house. Okay, yes, I agree. Okay. Shit, I gotta do this? What the fuck is that? I don't even have that. I literally don't even have... Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to use the gamepad to do this. What it is they're making you now make a formal online name for the game.
Why did he not do this last night when he downloaded the bastard game? Holy fucking shit, Phil.
Okay. And they're having me choose a flag. Okay. So it made a real account now. It did not have the beta was not the real account, now it made a real account and everything. I just got my drive tickets. Skip, I don't see the intro cinematic here. Okay. Alright. So, wow, we got a lot to do here. Wow, there's a lot to do here. We're gonna check this out. Okay. What the fuck is that? Alright, guys, I got a few shout-outs to do, then we're gonna start recording. What we'll do for the very first things, we'll explore the menus and see where everything is. I have, like, gifts and stuff to accept in the game here, and we'll go from there. Okay? Alright, here we go. Well, let's do shout-outs first, actually. I got a $1 tip. Alright, I read the message. I acknowledge and read the message. Thank you. It's a private message. Obama did a super chat. Says, have you seen Sony's new car they made with Honda? No, I did not. I don't know what you're talking about, Obama. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hello, everyone, and for the first time ever...
And son of a bitch is now fucking recording for fucking YouTube. Sadly, we didn't get a full house. We had 2 free spaces. Thanks to the likes getting hit on both, our stream and Phil's stream. But sadly, those 2 free spaces are not good enough for us to get the full house. I think I'm going to tick just like there and there just to fucking get a couple of extra bingos in. But we're 4 away from a full house at the end of the day. Then Phil did not say sound good or interactive. He never gave a turbo nose. He never said meaningful. I'm surprised that he never said interactive or meaningful, especially if we're fucking gameless. But yep, Phil is what was it? Phil has ruined the Street Fighter debut by not giving us a fucking full house. So it's a shame we couldn't get a full house, but it is what it is. We weren't too far away, and hopefully people still had a good time regardless of that. So I'm gonna wrap things up. We didn't get a full house. I'm not caring about Phil's fucking gameplay. It's gonna be boring as fucking shit anyway. Him fucking spending hours training, trying to trap his fucking piggy little mind around the fucking mechanics of a particular fucking fighter. Giant fucking snore. Giant fucking who cares. I am going to fuck off, and I do hope everyone will enjoy their Friday, however they're going to spend it, and of course enjoy your Saturday as well, because I won't be here tomorrow. I don't do Saturday streams, so I'll be back on Sunday for some more robust bingo antics, and hopefully I'll be back with a bang, and we'll be back with a fucking full house to fucking enjoy on Sunday. So guys, enjoy the weekend. Whatever you end up doing, you know, whatever content you consume on YouTube or whatever you do outside of fucking internet and real life, whatever, I do hope you all have a good time anyway. Whether you're going out or whether you're staying in, have a great fucking time, have a meaningful time, have a robust time, and thus have a grand fucking weekend. And I will see you all on Sunday for some more bingo antics. I'm going to end how I always end things by playing Pixar Animation's amazing little video, Notorious PIG Contributions. So until then, guys, have a good one, and I'm going to fuck the fuck off now. Catch y'all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.